Alrighty guys, as you keep bringing us another Dragon Ball Legends TOP walkthrough video. So as you guys do know from the guide video that I did earlier on in the season, I said that I was going to be using GT. I think something very important here to note is that I do not have everyone friendship ranked up. That's something that you guys probably should do. You can see right here, my Super 17 is at 6. But when you get towards the lower end of things, we have Majub, who's only at 1. Shenron is only at 1. Even the Zenkai Kid Goku only at 1. Right, so we're going to be struggling a little bit in that aspect. I probably should just go and grind them out. I just didn't find the time to do so. But if you guys do have the time and energy to actually farm out the stage, the story mode stage 618, I believe it is 618 or 619, one of those, right? And those will help you with your friendship rank levels, as well as just doing the let's fight battles every day. There's 3 of them, right? So definitely be working on that. So that being said, let's go ahead and get to our first fight right here. We're going to be using this stage, and it's going to be a little bit difficult. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and form my strat, and I'll be right back. Alright, so in terms of formation, right here for this one, at the very least, we're going to go ahead and have Majub right here. Right, Majub's going to be buffing these 3 blocks, and then this baby Vegeta is also going to be buffing some blocks as well. And more importantly, the unit that I want to buff the most is the Super 17. Right, because I need to get through the Gohan, right? I need to get through the Gohan as quick as possible because this guy, he's going to be taking aggro for that entirety of the first turn. So let's go ahead and start off with him and then go for Goten, and then we got to kill this guy. And then I don't know exactly what my attack order is going to be just yet, right? But this guy is a healer, so we'll go ahead and do it like this. I think this will be fine. Let's go ahead and see how this goes through. Alright, so coming out of the match right here, you can see Shenron got absolutely obliterated. Right, he took a lot of damage right there, mostly because there's a lot of blast units on there. I think Nova's going to do a lot better here, right, truth be told. Nova, or actually maybe I should have put on the GT Vegeta on there instead of this, but I kind of wanted the damage mitigation, but no one really strike attacked Shenron right there. He also took a super attack, which hurt a lot. So right off the bat, this stage is going to be rough. I'm going to be real honest with you guys. Alright, so this is the next stage we're going to be taking on. There's 3 greens on here, so I'm not going to be taking a blue, even though there is a red unit enemy. And this is the formation that I'm going to do for this right here, right? I'm going to keep Majub right here, buffing these 3 up. And then, you know, this guy, he's only going to be buffing the 2 on the left, or the 2 on the right here, right? Because he also has a T-pose kind of buff as well, right? But I'm going to keep him right here, just so we can avoid that. Because I have been told that the enemy will put debuffs on this entire first row. So you want to avoid some of that right there and do this. I have both of my blues on the bench right here, and hopefully this can be enough. Let's actually go ahead and talk about the attack order now. Alright, so the way we're going to actually do the attack order now is, so I know it's my greens are going to attack first, and then my reds, and then my yellows. So I'm going to attack him first, this red right here, going for the yellow next, and then go for the purple next after that. And then from there, it's kind of just free reign, I think. I think we'll just go ahead and do it like this, and let's see how this turns out. Alright, so that was actually pretty perfect. No one really took a whole lot of damage right there. I'm pretty happy about that outcome. We actually got the same amount of points as we did for the 5-5 stage right there, right? Probably because we didn't take as much damage. Alright, so this is the next stage we're going to be taking on right here is this one. And then once again, Goten and Gohan, they're just plaguing this map to hell and back, right? So of course we got to target Goten first, but before we do that, always do your layout bonus right here, right? So this is what we're going to be rocking with. I'm pretty much keeping everyone in the same spot though as last time, right? So we just making sure you're getting these glowy blocks right here, as you can see. And then once again, I need to go ahead and buff up that Super 17 as much as I can. One mistake that I did make on that first turn was that my Super 17 wasn't set to blast. He was set to strike arts, right? And so I went ahead and just fixed it. So now he's set to blast. So hopefully we can actually get through it without getting supered, but we'll go ahead and see. Alright, so we're going to attack Gohan first, and then this guy, and then we'll go over this, and then for this, and then this and this, I think. I think that's going to be good. Alright, coming out of the match, we still cannot stop Goten from supering, but at the same time, I mean, honestly, we didn't do too terrible right there, right? Thankfully, I mean, preferably you want him to super one of my red units. That's why I have 2 red units in the first place. But all things considered, that went a lot more smoother than the first one, right? Where Shenron took a whole lot of damage. Alright, for the next stage, we're going to be taking on this 5-5 stage, so we can go ahead and just maximize our points. But once again, it is going to be the stupid hybrid stage, bro. That Gohan and Goten are just everywhere. I mean, honestly, you could probably opt to go for this, but this is going to be my 4th win, right? And then I want to get that 5th win, the bonus. So, I mean, I want to do this stage right here, and it's still it's going to be another Gohan stage. Oh my god, so actually, maybe this would be the move. I'm not too sure. If you guys want a different option right here, instead of actually continuously going against this Goten Gohan combo, right, you're going to have to do it twice in a row. You might want to go ahead and just take this route. This might be the safest route right here. And actually, I think I might take that way out. Honest, I'm not too sure. I want the juicy points, actually. We'll go ahead and do this. All right, so in terms of layout bonus on this one, once again, you kind of do want to make sure you're hitting all your marks, but for the most, I don't want to really touch this top row. Health restoration up is not too important to me, right? Not too important. I mean, we're going to get Goku on it at the very least, right? I mean, he doesn't even heal himself or anything like that, but he could use the most healing right here, so let's see what we can do here. All right, once again, we have to start off with you, and then kill you, and then our greens attack first, right? So it's kind of rough. Our greens attack first, so we might as well just kill you, and then we'll get you, and then Goten for last. I think that'll be fine. All right, so once again, I think this stage is very difficult, right? My kid Goku is starting to take a lot more damage, which is very, very unfortunate, but I'm getting more blue cards generated right here. I think one thing to mention, too, is that Goten, I'm actually very close to killing him, right? On that stage, you could see that I was very close to killing him before he got a super attack off. If I had my Ultra Omega Shenron at a higher friendship break, I might be able to attack before he gets a super attack off, so I'll actually be right back. I'm going to go into the Let's Fight and hopefully get some of that friendship break up.
Nope.
Alright, so for this next turn, it's going to be our 5th win streak bonus, and you have 2 choices. You can go for this one, which has Goten and Gohan, or you can go for this one that also has Goten and Gohan. Not a whole variety of choices, right? But we are going to go with this one with the red 18, because we're going to go ahead and swap my EX, or the Zenkai Red Goku, onto the bench, right? Because he's taking a lot more damage than I wanted to. He's already at 42%, right? Both of these guys are pretty low, 35, 42. It's not really good at all. But at least this way, we're going to be able to get some extra damage off with this guy onto the red 18 right here. He's also going to be able to use his green card, so we can mitigate some damage there. And we also are very close to a lot of our blue cards, so hopefully that helps us. Maybe we can avoid the Goten blue card. Maybe. So once again, I'm going to go ahead and be targeting Goten. I mean, targeting this guy, and then Goten, and then this guy. And then after that, we'll go for her, and then for you and you. I think that this should be good. All right, so this fight actually turned out perfect. We were finally able to avoid that dreaded blue card with Goten, right? So now we were able to go ahead and start getting into the swing of things right here. 1.3 million points right there for our battle score at the very least. Baby Vegeta did take a little bit more damage than I would like him to, but once again, he's very low in friendship rank, right? That's something very important to note. If that friendship rank was higher than all of my teams, or all of my units, this would be a lot easier. All right, so the next stage we're choosing, since we did just get our 5th win bonus, I'm going to go ahead and be a little bit more lax. We can go for the 5th stage right here that has Android 16, Red 18, Gohan, and Goten. I'm not going to do this one. They have 2 healers on this team, right? I probably would just avoid this team overall. I'm going to go ahead and opt. This is going to result in me getting a little bit less points, but at least I already know how to take this team down, right? Because I already just did it once. We are probably going to get hit by the super attack from Goten, but I honestly, I'm willing to risk it just so I can go ahead and have more survivability on my characters, right? All right, so for the layout that we're going to be using, we're going to keep 17 right here because he's close to his ultimate. It's going to transform, or to his blue card, it's going to transform into the ultimate right here, right? And then we'll go ahead and do this, get the T-pose off with him so he can get some more extra damage onto the Gohan, right? And then we'll leave this one blank. We'll leave that strike damage blank. This should be fine. Hopefully, right? Hopefully it should be fine. Let's go ahead and get right into it. We'll do the same formation that we did in the last battle because this is a repeat, essentially. Go for Gohan first, then Goten, and then you, and then we'll go for you, and then you and you. I think that'll be good. All right, coming out of the fight once again, we have successfully avoided the blue card against that Goten right there. Thank God, because 17 was actually able to go ahead and pull out that super attack that transformed into the ultimate to go ahead and kill him off for us, right? That was actually massive. That's why the layout bonuses are so important. All right, so the next stage we're going to be taking on is this one. This one's very difficult. This, once again, get your friendship rank level up, because if you're getting your friendship rank level up, the higher key restore speed you're going to get means the faster you're going to be able to be in line to attack first, right? You want to attack first because, especially because of stages like this where Bootanks has a really high key restore speed, and so you want to get in there before he gets in there so he can super attack you, right? It's going to be very dangerous. So we are going to be doing this fight. Let's go ahead and go into the layout bonus. So this is the layout bonus we're going to be using right here. You can see I swapped out my characters. I have Omega in the strike spot. I have the blue Goku in the strike spot. And then everything else should just pretty much come together right here. I ended up swapping the Baby Vegeta with the Majub, right? Because he actually has a better support. Right at the end of the turn, he gets 20% to damage inflicted. And then this Majub, he still has a good support, but it's only 15% to damage inflicted for his allies. So we're going to go ahead and do it like this. And hopefully we can get through this without getting hit with the super attack from Bootanks. He is going to be our first target right here. And then after that, so it's our green side attack first. Remember, our greens attack first, and then our reds, and then our yellows. So I think I'm going to go like this, and then we'll take out this guy, and then we'll take out you, and then you. I think this will be good right here. Alright, so coming out of that fight, we actually got incredibly lucky. I had 3 units that were able to attack before Bootanks even got to lay a hand on me. And even on top of that, we were still safe because the Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku actually inflicted him with the can't attack for 1 turn on that turn 1, which is incredibly lucky had I not had those units that had a higher key restore speed right there. But either way, it turned out perfectly. We're getting a lot of blue card blue card gauge charged up right here, so I'm more than happy with that. Alright, so the next stage so I actually can go ahead and zoom out so you can see the path that I have been taking so far. The next stage we are going to be taking is this 5-fist stage right here. It's going to be not as bad as the other ones. The only one that I really have to worry about is this Bojack, right? This Bojack does get a blue card at the end of turn 2. But this Gohan obviously is going to be in the way. He's going to stop me from attacking that Bojack, so I have to target him first. So let's go ahead and go into the layout bonus. Alright, so let's go ahead and swap these 2 around. That way Omega can get that strike damage right there, because this guy is a blast unit, right? And then everything, I think that's actually perfect right here. We actually might be able to get this blue card off. It's at 99%, and we might be able to get through fairly easily here. We'll see how it goes. We'll go ahead and do it like this. My bench units are definitely they're leaking, right? So we'll start off kill you first, and then get you. And then after that, we'll kill you off, get you maybe. And then after that, we'll get, because this guy is the healer, right? He probably should be a higher priority for me, but I'm going to go ahead and attack him last, and then get this guy out of here, right? I think this will be perfect. Okay, so coming out of that fight, that one was a little bit rough. A lot of the units on his team were super, super tanky, and I actually had to resort to Rising Rush to go ahead and finish that off. But either way, I'm not too mad about the damage taken, right? We're not leaking or anything like that. He didn't really kill any of my units. This is a very sturdy team right here. GT is very, very durable overall. Alright, so the next fight we're going to be taking is actually going to be a little bit of a cooldown fight. It's going to be a little bit of a breather. This is one of the more easier fights in the game. There's not many you have to worry about too much here. I'm going to go ahead and bring in 2 reds, 2 yellows, and then a blue, and then I don't have a purple unit, so I'm not running a purple unit at all for this season. So we'll go ahead and go into our layout bonus now. Alright, so this is the layout bonus we're going to be using right here. We're going to end up swapping out the green Vegeta because there's going to be 2 purple units, right? And we're going to use 2 yellows, 2 reds, and then we're going to keep the Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku on there just because I love the fact that he hits you with that green card and does not allow you to attack right there. We're coming up on some blue cards right here as well. I do have this Goku on this hill space. I mean, he doesn't necessarily heal himself, but hopefully by the end of the battle, he's going to get a little bit of a bonus heal right there, right? So let's go ahead and see what we can do right here. Alright, so in terms of attack order, I think I want to go ahead and get you out of the way first, get you out of the way, and then go for you, and then go for you, and then you. I think this will be good right here. I think this attack order will be fine. Alright, that fight was a little bit rough, I'm not even going to lie. I mean, it is one of the easier fights, but my Zenkai Kid Goku seems to be taking all of the aggro whenever I have him in, right? Because you can see everyone else, they're still kind of healthy. They're in a good shape. And then you have my Zenkai Kid Goku right here. He definitely would benefit a lot from the friendship ranking system, right? Because given that extra stats. But overall, I mean, he has a lot of utility right here, but he's just taking a lot of damage. Either way, 1.3 million points, we'll take that. All right, so for the next stage, we're going to be taking on, you have 2 options right here, but I think there's definitely one better one. So you have this one where it's the Gohan, or the Goten Gohan, and then the Kaioken Goku, right? Both Goten and Kaioken Goku can both get super attacks. But you also have this one right next to it, which might be a little bit more beefier, keep in mind. It might be a little bit more tanky. But at the very least, you don't have to worry about getting hit with the super attack. You have to mainly worry about this Gohan and this Bojack, right? And you have to attack that Gohan first, and then you go after the Bojack before he gets a special move off, and then you can start targeting this guy down. I think we're gonna go with this stage right here. But there is 3 blue units, so we're taking Kid Goku right back to the bench. All right, as for attack order, Gohan goes first, and then we'll get this guy out of the way, and then let's go ahead and I kind of want to get Gokua out of the way, kind of, but I know this guy will go down easily, right? He'll go down super, super easily, and then we'll go for you, then go for you, and then you. I think this will be good. Alright, so that match was definitely a lot easier than the Goku Vegeta, and we get 2 million points for that. So, but at this point in time, you guys can start seeing my Ultra Omega starting to bleed just a little bit, right? He's getting slowly and slowly lower in HP, so that's something that I definitely had to keep a close eye on. Alright, so the next fight we're going to be choosing is this 5-fist stage, and it's going to be a little bit scary, right, because he has red units and he has green units. I'm not running any purple units on my team. I do have 2 blue units that I am going to be using, but I have to be really careful, right, because if I mess up right here, those green units could easily take out Ice Shenron or do a lot of damage to my Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku. So let's go ahead and take advantage of these layout bonuses right here that do have 2 sustained damage tiles right here. That's where both of my blue units are going to reside right here. So hopefully we can get some good stuff done, right? As always, I am looking at the key restore speed over and over, right? So every time I do this, you can see right here I'm resetting it. So I know my greens are going to attack first, then my red, my blues, and then my yellow. For the most part, right? It's not always accurate, but I like to go off of that. Alright, so I know my greens are going to attack first, so we can easily take out a red unit. Red off rip, and I think I'm going to go for this guy because he has a buff against regeneration, which Omega Shenron and Baby do fall into, right? So we'll take him out, and then we'll give an opportunity for our yellows to go ahead and start coming in here, getting some action off, and then we'll go for green units, and then go for you, and then go for another green unit, and then go for you. I think that's going to be the play right here. All right, so easy peasy. That one we actually got to heal up a little bit with both the Omega Shenron and with the Ice Shenron. Let's actually go ahead and take a peek at their health real quick. So Omega Shenron, he's at 67%. I think that's not bad considering we're almost halfway through the map. And then this guy actually got to heal up a little bit to 45% from when he was like at 39% prior to it, right? So we're doing amazing right now. All right, for the next fight we're going to be doing is this regeneration stage right here, right? It's a 5-fist stage, so I know they're going to be a little bit beefy. The main units you want to really take care of is going to be this Piccolo, this Ella Piccolo, and this 21, right? Because 21 provides a lot of support and a lot of healing for the other 21s. Can be very, very annoying very, very quickly. But this Piccolo, he gets a blue card at the start of turn 3, I do believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. So you want to go ahead and take him out pretty early on. Let's go ahead and look at our layout bonus. Alright, so for this one, I want to bring in double reds, and this is a little bit risky, right, because I actually risked this guy dying. He's only at 29% HP right here, but that's a risk I'm willing to take right here. I want the 2 red units for sure, and I have the 2 green units, I have a yellow, and I have a blue as well. A lot of them are getting very close to their ultimates, or to their blue cards at the very least, right? This guy's at 100%, this guy's at 100%, and then this guy's at 89%, so I feel like we're going to be able to breeze through this easily, hopefully. So let's go ahead and talk about the attack order now. So I know my greens are going to attack first. Right, the Super 17 and the Baby Vegeta, they both have really high key restore speed. So we're going to take you out first and then get you out of the way. Right, I think that's going to be absolutely perfect for me. And then we'll go for you, and then you, and then, or actually we'll go for you, and then you, and then you, and then you. I think this will be good. All right, so once again, dude, this Zenkai Goku, he's just taking all of the aggro. I mean, I'm grateful for him. He's letting Omega Shenron basically heal up to full right here, but everyone else, like you can see right here, everyone else is in like almost perfect condition, except for this Kid Goku. He's taking a majority of the damage right here, which does suck. So we're gonna have to put him on bench again. But for fights like that where there's multiple yellow units, I'm 100% okay with bringing him in right there. He still did amazingly. It just sucks that he's taking so much damage like that, right? Now, for the last stage that we're going to be taking on for this video, for part 1, right, stay tuned for part 2, is going to be this the stupid stages. Gohan, Goten, Kaioken, Goku, and it has this healer, bro. I'd probably avoid this stage, right? I would probably say just avoid this stage, man. Like, it's so... Oh, wait. This stage is pretty bad, too, right? He has... this... Never mind. So we are going to go into the stage. This stage is bad. Don't get me wrong, it is very, very bad. But this stage might be worse, right? Because this Goku's going to hit you with Cannon Flick with an attack for 1 turn. This guy, he's immune to strike card for 1 strike card. This guy can eat a strike or a blast card. This guy can heal. He can generate blue cards. And this guy can also eat a blast card. It's going to take forever to run these guys down right here, right? So we'll go ahead and just stick with what we know. At the very least, there's nothing in the layout bonus. So that's going to be rough. Alright, so even though there's nothing for us in the layout bonus right here, pretty much, we're still going to be doing it like this. I want Super 17 to get as much damage as he possibly can. The only thing that really sucks about this is that this is where you can start getting smart. Unlike me, where I kind of don't save my blue cards. If you want to save your blue cards for stages like this, you start putting units on the bench so you can actually save them for like the big boy stages like this, like how Ice Shenron is close to Super. I think that's the best way to go about this stage. If super attacks can 100% save you from getting hit by Goten right here. but we're going to have to take the risk. Someone is going to eat that blue card by Goten. Someone. Hopefully it's Omega. All right, so of course we have to start off with him, and then we go for Goten, and then after that we have to go for you, and then I think we start killing you, and then you. Let's go ahead and see what we got. All right, so coming out of that fight, took a lot more damage than I wanted to. Omega did get below 50% HP, but thankfully he is able to heal afterwards. Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku got hit with the super attack, but surprisingly, he was able to kind of eat it. He's not too low in HP right here. I'm not happy, it's not that I'm not happy. I'm not mad about this at all, right? Obviously, it could be a lot better if I had the friendship rank up. That's what I'm telling you guys. Make sure you guys are building on your friendship rank. Most of my units right here are like friendship rank 2 and below, except for Super 17, because I use them on androids all the time. But honestly, we're beefy. Like, we're going to get through this without dying. I'm confident. I'm 100% confident. And you could see the MVPs already, like the standout units. Who is not taking any damage right here? Super 17, right? And the baby Vegeta. Like, that's someone that you would not expect to actually take no damage like that, right? He is taking he's almost at full HP. I think he is full HP. Even the Majub is almost right there at full HP as well. Those units, these are like the standard, the MVPs almost, right? These are the units that you want to bring in right here. So that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2 where we finish off this rest of the map because I only have 3 TP left. Let's go ahead and see where we stand as of right now. 17 million is not bad at all, right? But, I mean, obviously, people are going to have used that 3 extra TP. Let's go ahead and see our ranking right now. All right, so our ranking right now is 7,548, right? I mean, honestly, I don't think that's bad at all, considering that we're 3 TP behind. People are constantly going up in the ranks and stuff like that, right? So let's go ahead and see the season details. All right, so top 25%, that's what we're aiming for right now, right? The top 25% is 16,000. The minimum is 16.9 million. Right, we're at 17.7, so we were still, if the season were to end right now, we would get the 1000 CC right here. So that's actually pretty much worth it, right? So that being said, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the content, definitely let me know by leaving a like, a comment, maybe even consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Later!